I went on a backcountry exploration and found a secret waterfall. I think that's going to be the title, folks. This may not be overly technical. It's playing with my head. Tents straight down, and this is the hidden volcano. This is where we are, 1,860 meters up. I wanna make you smile, talk a while, hear the crunch of snow as we walk by the mile. All I wanna do is have adventures with you. Come back to you shortly, explore one. So that's the hidden volcano. We found that coming for this backcountry walk, and it's only a small volcano, but a cone vent nonetheless, and probably very little known about it. Yes, it is marked on the topo maps, but yeah, I'll be back. How awesome is this? Just would you just take it all in? Prime real estate this now, isn't it? Anyway, that's enough of the shenanigans. Let's go and find some water. And there it is, folks. The secret waterfall. Imagine how awesome that would be after a rain. We're probably going to have a go at coming up onto here and then up and over. The tents just in there. With no hurry. That's my new buddy, my stranger danger buddy. So I went on a backcountry exploration and found a secret waterfall. I think that's going to be the title, folks. You don't see that every day now, do you? Nor do you have that in the backdrop. Seriously, there ain't nobody around other than Stuart. Where are you all? I'd much rather be here than down there on those popular jolly 1,000 people tracks. Beautiful. We're so blessed in New Zealand. I use a 2-litre Hydrapac bladder, either when I'm around campsite or for an emergency. So this will sit in my pack. It's got 1 litre in it now. When I go through that, I know that I'm down to this. Yesterday, when I pulled this out, it was actually leaking around the lid. Now I purchased this 2.5 years ago from Equip Outdoors, Hamilton, New Zealand. I went in there, caught up with Jeff, and he very graciously rang the supplier, and they had no qualms to give me another brand new Hydrapac 2-litre bladder. This brand has it's kind of like a lifetime warranty if it's a manufacturing fault. Thank you Equip Outdoors, and thank you Hydrapac. I really appreciate that customer service. So Stuart and I are wanting to get up to the left hand side of this. We had wondered about coming up this gut, and we could probably do that, but we just don't know what's around the corner. So we're going to tackle what we do know, and we're going to take a line, just a slow elevation line on a diagonal, growing up this line here until we hit that far ridge line where Saddle Cone is. Got a little bit of a snow here. We haven't got too bad a fall if we were to slide, but we're just going to take it a little bit safe and use our axes and just traverse across and take it easy. Go around if you like. Slow going, but Yeah, so I'm just going to head over to I'm going to head down to there. Are you coming across? Oh? Alright. Oh, but I'll wait here for you, Wayne. Don't like this kind of stuff. Many years ago, Graham and I went up to the summit of Ruapehu, and we had to go across a gut, and it was pretty icy. I was a lot heavier then, though a lot younger, and yeah, it kind of did my head in a little bit. So whilst this may not be overly technical, it's playing with my head. I'll try to avoid it where I can, but that was probably quite good for me to experience that on a minor degree, something that was quite controllable, just to get my confidence back. Anyway, I'm going to put my axe away now, and we're going to start scooting around the edge here. Rocks. Feel a lot safer on rocks. Well done, Stuart. How'd you feel about that?
Yeah, good.
Good?
Good, yeah.
Because you're an old hack at this, eh?
30 years ago.
Can you see our tents straight down? And this is the hidden volcano. And then we'll just scoot around here. So look, if there's any question about bravado or my fitness level, because I am actually interested to change careers as I look for something exciting to combine my daily work life with, because I don't want to live an ordinary life. If you have an interest in a really good sales rep, and you might have a genre that's outdoorsy, my email is below. Please feel free to reach out. Natural snakes for the win. How's that for views? Currently at 12 o'clock. Stuart and I made a bit of a pact that our turnaround time was going to be 12:30. I think we're going to slowly head up to there, but around about 12:30 we're going to head back down to our tents, which are down here, and then we're heading home. It's important to come to an agreement and have a turnaround time. Now this ridgeline you can see here, this is Waihohonu Ridgeline. That's the volcano just there. Yeah, we're quite a bit above it now. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh, I just wish we had more time. So it happens when you go hiking in the winter. So this is another favourite spot of mine, right over in that far ridgeline. That's the Kaimanawas, and then behind that is the Kawekas. Now if you want to see some exciting 5 multi-day hike, go up and see that video. I was a day late, caused a bit of drama, that one. Right, well we've only got another half hour to go, so we better get a skedaddle on. It's 12:39 and we're at 1,860 meters. I'll put a topo drop pin here so you can see it on video. And it's been an epic day. Been a fantastic weekend.
Behind you.
And we're now about to head back down to our campsite, probably past Saddle Cone. I wanna make you smile, talk a while, hear the crunch of snow as we walk by the mile. All I wanna do is have adventures with you. You can really see the crater there now. So that's the hidden volcano, and I think it was responsible for creating a lot of what we can see here. Home sweet home. Hi ho, it's off to home we go. We've had our adventure and bonded together. Hi ho, hi ho. Right, let's get this packed up and have a think what we're gonna do next. Whew. Is there any homeless person in my tent? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Still absolutely gorgeous day. So I'm just gonna pack up my Dwight's Explore 1 ultralight tent. What do you reckon? Do you like the colour? It used to seem, it seemed more blue to me, but in this light it looks quite purple. But look how taunt that is. Isn't that beautiful? This is what they call a standalone tent, and the beauty of that is, like last night I pitched it the other way and I turned it around and pitched it this way so I could get the views out the window. But in actual fact I could have set it all up like this and then just simply moved it around. The beauty of that is if you put it down somewhere and there's rocks, by the time you lay out you can move it again. Or even if you go to one of those places where they only have a wooden platform like a deck, because this is standalone, you could still use this tent. Anyway, that's the Dwight Explore 1 Solo. I really like it. And the winner of who can pack up their gear the quickest is... And if you watched Salvation Hut Restoration, and the winner of the who can pack their tent up the fastest is... Yay! Anne! I can just hear Anne and Brenda saying, "Oh, poke me in the eye with a hiking stick, it won't be Dave." I think we're good to go.
You were joking. You're joking, aren't you? You are actually joking.
You see
you
that?
are not actually good to go. You think, oh, look, I spent 2 hours packing up, now I should have a billy. Before we get going.
Yep. It's Stu. He's finished. I'm not too far behind. Hey, but in my defence, I'm not used to the pack and I do a little bit of filming. Yeah, that one was for you, Brenda. I'm kind of slow about packing up.
Note to self.
Note to self, don't have to compete with girls. That's about it, but you know, there's something innate about us always wanting to leave something, so I've left a can. Here camped Outdoorsman Dave under the hidden volcano. So look, it's just been packed up for a little while, maybe 10 minutes. No, I'm thinking maybe 10 minutes. They're being an hour. They're being a little unfair.
2 hours.
And we're just going to head out now. If this is where the video finishes, then thank you so much for watching. You know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and please write a comment below and I will respond back to you. We are going to come back to get some more of this real estate, I'm thinking. And you know what? I might just keep this guy on. He's actually not too bad a hiking buddy. Let's have a look at this map.
I think we should just do the way we started.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
It's just a lot faster down the stream. And you gotta go up again and get to Tama Lakes.
I think you're gonna win.
Like that long slope. You gotta drive home.
Yeah.
Maybe. 20 kg.
Yeah. I mean, it's maybe 1 kg of food we've eaten, that's the only change. Why, did you leave some rubbish back in the hole there? Mate, we are... So standing back here, we started from there, went right around, didn't really too much elevation gain, did we?
No, not really. Not when you look at it. I was thinking that before.
Here's the verdict, and it's not that Stuart one. It's just that it is actually quite late and he needs to get home. So if we'd gone out towards Tama, then you've still got the main track before you get back to where we came in yesterday morning. So not only are we familiar with this, it's also a bit of a shortcut and probably the quickest way into this Aussie. So that's what's happening. Look at this, will you? Isn't it stunning? I've really enjoyed these boots. My socks have not got wet at all. So that's a win. I've really loved this Peak XV or Peak 15 pole from Dwight Outdoors, carbon fibre. It's about 30 grams lighter per pole than my aluminium ones, and it's comfortable, and I really love these quick release clips on it. What else have I tried? Yeah, I was pretty impressed with using my Trangia to try to make the fire. Sadly I had damp wood, so that didn't sort of take off. My methylated spirits, the 300 litre bottle, that is just enough for an overnight and breakfast. So if I was to go on a longer hike, 2 days, I'd have to take a bigger bottle. What else did I try? The dry bags that I got from AliExpress recently, they were the bomb diggity. Man, I just really enjoyed pulling those out. They're just so much lighter than some of the Kmart type ones that I had. What else have I tried? Oh yes, the Flextail Max 3 pump. Really love the little stand tripod that it sits on, and yeah, put out a really lovely light. What else? The pillow, actually my Flextail pillow did sort of move around a bit. It does have a strap that did strap down onto the mat. Oh yeah, the mat, the ultralight Dwight R 4.9 mat. So look, there's a whole lot of new gear that I was testing out today or this weekend, and I don't tend to buy stuff that I think is going to be crap, and yeah, pretty much everything that I bought with me I have really enjoyed. So I'll endeavour to find codes for you, and I'll leave those all down in the description below. I don't think I'll get anything if you purchase them, but at least you get the discount, and that's the main thing. But yeah, if you've really enjoyed this video, well, I would really appreciate if you would consider the buy me a coffee. I get 95% of that. All this sort of thing costs me money. I've got to pay for half the gas for Stuart and all that gear that I purchased for this. It just really mounts up. Lovely noise, isn't it? The babbling brook. Straight cut across the corner. It's like a natural hydroslide.